Hi, internet people. So, this week's My Kinda Recaps is sort of the love tag. Okay, so on KindaTV this week we got to see a really fun behind the scenes video. Behind the scenes video. Those were words. But we got to see some clips from the course of the 100 episodes that Natasha has filmed with the channel, excluding the weekly news segments. And then on Friday, because this week was Valentine's Day week, Natasha did the love tag. So I thought that I would also do the love tag. I had a friend who helped. Rachel totally was like, well, she didn't say I was like, I can't figure out what I'm gonna do today. And she's like, you could do the love tag. So I'm doing the love tag. So I'm gonna ask myself the same questions Natasha answered. So the first one was, do you believe in love at first sight? And for me, no. I do believe there are people who have experienced love at first sight, or that there are people who could fall in love instantaneously. I think it can happen. Personally, I don't think it could ever happen to me. I am very reticent to start relationships, so I don't think it would happen. Like, I meet people and I'm like, you're a cool person, we should be friends, but I never get this like overwhelming, like, I just don't think it would happen to me. I don't. What's your favorite love quote? I actually don't know if I genuinely have one. Like, I saw that and all I could think of was love is a many splendored thing. I don't even remember what that's from. Like, I don't know what that is. It just popped into my head, but that's not it. I guess if I have to pick a sort of love quote that I actually relate to, I really like the song I Wanna Hold Your Hand from the Beatles. So I guess if I had to pick a quote that I thought of for like love stuff, it would be just I Wanna Hold Your Hand. I also really like the version of it that exists in Across the Universe, which if you haven't heard that version, you should listen to it. So I guess that, I don't know, I suck at quotes. Okay, so should you look for love, wait for love, or forget about love until it happens? I'm going with forget about love until it happens, because I'm not really like, I've never really been someone who's been focused on trying to find a relationship. I didn't really date in high school. I sorta kinda dated in college. And then when I was in grad school, I didn't at all. Like, I was super busy. I just never really thought about it. The only relationships I've had have never lasted more than 6 months. One literally lasted like 2 weeks, and then we stopped talking to each other, so we just stopped talking altogether. Yeah, I'm great at relationships. So I would say just forget about it, because I'm really just more like, it'll happen if it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. I am comfortable just having friends and having like platonic love in my life, but I'm not really like actively seeking out a relationship right now. I'm not. So just forget about it. If it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. Describe what love is to you. Okay, so love to me is just sort of accepting someone for who they are and not really questioning, like, I guess questioning's for the wrong word, but just sort of like caring about them and understanding that they need to grow and change, and accepting whatever growth and changes happen in their life, and then knowing like no matter how long between talking to them, you're still like connected to each other. So it's more like, these are my thoughts on platonic love, just because I am not remarkably romantic. Even when I've been in relationships, I'm still not I still don't know romantic love feels. Like, I just don't feel like I've genuinely had them that intensely. So like platonic love is really the love I think of, like the kind of love you have for family members or friends. My thoughts on that are just like accepting, wanting to be there for them, so you're just there. You want to hold their hand. There you go. See, it all ties together. Okay. Have you ever been in love? Oh, I kind of went ahead. Okay, so like, I don't really know. Even in the relationships I've been in, like, I'm just not overtly open about my emotions. So I'm very closed off, which is like, I'll be like, oh no, that's great, like, thank you, and like, I can genuinely say, like, I have said genuinely, I love you, but it always feels more like platonic love, like the sort of I love you would say to like a friend or a family member. So like, no, like, there's love around me, like, I love my family, I love my friends, but because I've never like overwhelmingly felt intensive romantic love, that's really all I can go off of. Like, I've just never met the person where I was like overwhelmingly like head over heels in love. Like, I've just never felt that. So all of it is more like love is around me, but I've never been in romantic love, if that makes sense. Okay, what's the difference between being in love and a crush? Okay, so love to me is more like multifaceted than a crush. So like, there are celebrities that I've had crushes on. I have had crushes on people, like I've met people and then like, oh my gosh, I totally am super like attracted to them. I think they're really awesome. But like, I've never had the overwhelming urge to like date them or be in a relationship with them. It's just been more like, I just think you're really cool. And like that, like a crush seems more focused on not them as a person, but maybe who they are in like a character role or who they are like in their lives. Like, I think this happens with celebrities more, where you're like, I love so and so, but it's like, it's a celebrity, you don't know everything about them. You like, even if it's not a celebrity, like a person you meet at a coffee shop and like suddenly have a crush on is more like they're attractive or they're into a thing that I think is cool. And so that it's like wanting to be around them a lot, wanting to know more about them, but it's not really love to me. Love is more something that grows. At least for me personally, love is something that you sort of like have that sort of grows and keeps growing, and then a crush is just sort of like feeling like you like someone, but maybe not, but like not romantically or in a way beyond like loving aspects of them. It's super hard for me to describe that. Okay, do looks matter in love? I personally don't. In some ways, no. Like, I think that if you're truly in love with someone, you can overlook certain, like, you wouldn't notice flaws in them. So, like, if they don't look like the way you think a typical person you'd wind up with would look like, I don't think it matters. I'm really, like, I've constantly thought that if you love a person's, like, personality, who they are, like, if they're caring, if they're loyal, if they're a good person, like, if you love that, it doesn't really matter what the person looks like or who the person is. You'll just be in love, like, if you're in love. So, no. Though I'm sure there are, like, characteristics, looks-wise, that would benefit a relationship. Just, like, in case you really, really like a certain kind of, like, facial shape. Stuff like that. But, yeah. Okay. And how do you feel about Valentine's Day? I don't actually care about Valentine's Day, like, at all. I still haven't even bought, like, discount candy, which was the only thing I was looking forward to. Like, those giant Whitman sampler boxes, I wanted to buy one, like, just to have it. My sister and I used one year to make pancakes. Like, we made really weird Whitman sampler pancakes. They weren't that bad, actually. The filling, like, caramelized and stuff. So, I mean, if you have extra chocolate laying around for Valentine's Day, you should totally make pancakes. But yeah, I don't have any overwhelming feelings about Valentine's Day. It exists. It's a day. It just is. Like, it's just a regular day to me. I know, like, for my parents, it's the anniversary of when my dad proposed. So, like, it's a big anniversary for them, so it has a special meaning, but, like, I've never done anything overwhelmingly exciting on Valentine's Day. I've just never had anything happen that would make Valentine's Day stand out to me at all as a day. But there you go. That is the love tag, and I had notes this time, so I wouldn't forget. But yeah, I don't know. Share your love tag thoughts. What did you think of my responses? I don't know. I've never done one of these, like, ask question tags before. But I thought I'd give it a try. Natasha's was really, like, wonderful. I don't know how to, like, explain it, but, like, Natasha's so open in her discussion of everything that's really nice, and, like, it was just really cool to see her just opening up about stuff, and her responses were really, like, oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. Her responses were very, like, touching, and it was just great to watch. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Twitter at CluffNotes, on my blog, cluffnotes.wordpress.com, write for the Nerdy Girl Express, thenerdygirlexpress.com, or in their Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP, and I post recipes on the iZombie Support Group site, iZombieSupportGroup.com. Bye, Internet people!